I think that in analytical philosophy of religion and analytical theology, sometimes the people who are arguing there have not much knowledge in theology. That's sometimes really a problem. So they just read the Bible and think if they take it word by word, they have to defend such a position, like St. Peter walks on the water, or the resurrection means an empty tomb in a very direct way. And they don't know that there was a lot of work in hermeneutical tradition done on understanding the Bible. The Bible is also a historical text. It didn't just come from heaven. And we need a lot of hermeneutical tools to understand the Bible correctly. And if I use those tools and I do hard exegetical work, I learn that, for example, the message of this story where Peter is walking on the sea is not that Peter, literally speaking, is walking on the sea. This is an image, a metaphor for the importance of confidence in Jesus for the church. This is not a liberal interpretation of the text, but the text itself shows that it's not an historical report. So it's very important to read the Bible with the hermeneutical tools of biblical theology. And sometimes, and you could add more on the history of theology, on the history of church, on systematic theology, all the rich varieties of possibilities of systematic theology, from Karl Rahner to Hans Urs von Balthasar. Some analytic philosophers of religions only know Schleiermacher and know that he is a bad guy. And it would be very helpful to have more knowledge on theological traditions. But I think that's not something we have to blame to analytical philosophers and tell them you have to read our books. The other way around is we have the same problem. The German theologians don't read those contributions from analytical philosophy of religion. And it's so important to have more exchange, because what is so helpful, I think, in this analytical tradition, that it tries to make things really clear, that it brings them to very short points and formulas and looks at the logical structure of statements. This is also very helpful for theology. So what we need is really a more discourse between both directions, because if we isolate analytic theology, I think there's the danger of having a new form of scholasticism, scholastic theology, which at least European theology has overcome for very good reasons. And we need more hermeneutical traditions, and we have to understand theology also as a hermeneutical enterprise if we want to help to have a fruitful dialogue between both sides.